Hi, I'm Vicky and I joined Cornwall Insight about 10 years ago now. My first position when I joined the company was as a renewables researcher. In my role, I focused on generators, particularly the renewable subsidy schemes, so things like the feed-in tariff scheme and the renewables obligation. I also started getting involved with customers, so on a regular basis I would present at our in-person forums and often customer calls. Moving on from here, I progressed onto a renewables analyst. In this, I deepened my understanding of the sector and of the specific areas that I was focusing on, and increased my customer interaction and also input into the business as well. After a couple of years within the renewables team, I applied for the role of compliance analyst and was successful. So moved teams within the business, which was a really good opportunity to work with different people, get to know a different team, and expand my knowledge base. This role really allowed me to build on my network professionally as well, because I got to meet a lot of customers. Customers would ask us questions directly, which really allowed me to build up the relationship with the customers, but also really deepen my knowledge and understanding of the operational requirements around supplier compliance as well. From being a compliance analyst, I then progressed onto a lead compliance analyst and then onto a senior compliance analyst. When I was a senior compliance analyst, the sorts of things that I was doing then would be a much greater degree of customer interaction and a lot more automation and responsibility when it came to my product suite. During my time as senior analyst, I really started to support and help my current team lead at that point, which gave me an insight into what leading a team might entail. An opportunity came up to become a team lead for a different team within the business, and I interviewed for this. Unfortunately, I was unsuccessful. However, a couple of months later, another opportunity came up within the business, and that I was offered, and that was the regulation team lead. As a team lead, I learned a lot of new skills, mainly around sort of the people management side of things, but also on the reporting side as well, and keeping track on everything that's going on within the teams. One of the really surprising things for me that I learned along my journey so far was actually the importance of having a peer group and having a peer group that I worked really well with and trusted. And we would put together ideas and formulate new strategies that we wanted to roll out to improve the everyday lives of the analysts within our teams. Along with this role came a newfound sense of confidence. I was responsible for my team and also for supporting my team in terms of their development and their progression. After a few years of being a team lead, a number of opportunities came up across the business as we were continuing to grow, which led to me taking a new role as head of regulation. As the business was in a sort of a growth phase and we were continuing to expand, I had one option, which was sort of a sideways move into becoming head of another team, or I had another option, which would have been or was a sort of a stretch move, which was to become head of market intelligence. It is my current role that I'm doing at the moment. I've been in the post for 6 months now, and it is much more of a strategic thinking role rather than sort of the day-to-day doing. So it required a complete change of mindset. One aspect of my role is to ensure that on the subscription side, so within the market intelligence teams here at Cornwall Insight, to make sure that we are delivering to our customers to a high quality, to time, and also to budget, while also supporting the analysts that we have here within the market intelligence teams to really fulfill their full potential. Key things for me are really around supporting our analysts within the teams. Many of them are fresh graduates straight out of university, and I'm really keen that we develop and support them. Still, after 10 years, I am still really excited to work here at Cornwall Insight and to be part of the team to see what the future holds.